Man, that morning coffee is just really amazing. Hey, everybody, welcome back. Welcome to the studio here, and welcome to Coffee with HDR on another Saturday morning. Man, beautiful Saturday morning outside. It's about, I don't know, 37 degrees. You know how the winter weather is creeping upon us so quickly. Good morning, Jeff Rice, early morning riser there. I appreciate you coming in. Good morning, Chuck, Captain Ed, Tennessee Wingman, Road Glide Andy, HDAV Traveler, Dusty in the Wind, Paul, good morning. And another wonderful week has been ended, and another wonderful 2-day weekend has been started. I think this is an everlasting rotation of your life. You dig down and you look at your life. It's like my brother-in-law used to say, every day is like Groundhog Day. Every day is the same thing. You wake up in the morning and you go in, you take a shower, you shave, you put your clothes on, you pack your lunch, eat your breakfast, go to work, eat your lunch at work, pack up your laptop case, come back home. But lately, let me tell you what I've been doing lately. I've been getting on a treadmill as soon as I come home. So I've been getting on the treadmill, and a gentleman at work, one of our instructors said, "Hey, as long as he doesn't stop," he says, "as soon as you sit down at the end of the day is when you're gonna whoop pass out, right?" So I told him the other day, I said, "Man, thanks for the advice." And now if I stay vertical, so when I come home, I stay vertical, put my sweatpants on, and jump on that treadmill and get a little workout there because we're having a contest at work, and the contest is who can lose the most uh, BMI or body mass index or body fat. Okay, not really weight. Who can lose the most weight? But everybody is on their own plateau at that point. That's awesome. So, but the pot is $1,200. You know what you can do with $1,200? That's a lot of money. So I'm taking it, pretty seriously. I mean, I'm not working out like I used to, man. I used to get up every morning at 3 o'clock, get on the treadmill till 4, then get in the shower and get rolling. But now it's just a little bit different here. But anyway, so good morning to Rocky J, Nancy, Steve. Good morning, Harley 103, Jim. How you doing? And Be the Rider PA. Good morning. I do the same. I get in right on the mill and get 3 to 4 miles. Well, Be the Rider PA. Bless you, man. 3 to 4 miles is a long time on the treadmill. Here's what I did the other day. I thought this was really comical. I told some of my students at work because some of them are working out and preparing to go into the military. So they're getting their bodies prepared for the military, which is awesome, man. To see young kids still say, "Hey, I want a career in the military." That's amazing stuff. So it was so funny. I just want to see in 48 out of there, even where you are, just come through there. It's 48 out there, even where you are, just came through. Oh, Road Glide Andy must have rode his bike to work this morning. He said it's 48 degrees out there. So anyway, on the treadmill the other day, our treadmill has this thing on it called programmed workouts, and the program workouts are pretty awesome. So you push this button for a program workout. It's 20 minutes. I was like, well, 20 minutes shouldn't be bad. Mrs. HDR was sitting in the kitchen, and now I got headphones on. I'm watching videos on the treadmill, as I'm going. And so the treadmill starts out like a 1.7, right? So if 1.7 miles per hour, it's moving along. Then it goes to 3. Then it goes like this. It goes, it ramped up to 6 incline. 6. It's like sitting like this. And it ramped up to number 6 speed. Like I was flying, man. I was like the bionic man. I was moving on the treadmill. And when I got off, I told her about it. She goes, "Yeah, I could hear it. Because you can hear that belt spin up, man." And wow. Uh, HGAV, Harley Davidson, the treadmill. HDAV Traveler, I told you, man, there's $1,200 on the line, man. I live on the treadmill, I will even drink my beer on the treadmill because then that way, the way I look at it, you're not gaining any calories because as fast as you're drinking them, you're peeling them off, right? That's a good thought. Well, that's my thought process, and I don't do that. I might have a beer afterwards, but Ty from Tennessee, good morning to you. Chuck, does your treadmill sound like a Harley? No, my treadmill sounds more like a Yamaha. Kinda like got that Yamaha whine to it, like, it doesn't have that boom, 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 boom sound of a Harley, the muscle bike out there. So, everybody like my new shirt here? Huh? Miss HR found this. She said that, I am a biker. Remember that? I am a biker. I think we all have that, man. What's that? I didn't show him the bottom there, the grandpa part. Here, let me show you. Here's the bottom part of it. Grandpa, just like a normal grandpa, except much cooler. Remember a few videos ago, I said I'm not cool anymore. My grandkids think I'm pretty cool because, you know, I have a Harley. And, you know, my my soon to be 5-year old grandson come over and he said, Pat, when could I ride on a Harley with you? And I said, pretty soon, pretty soon. As soon as your parents aren't around, we'll flip him on the back and take him out for a ride. So that's a possibility. Now, I think the little one, we also have a little granddaughter. She's about 2 months old. I'll put her in a saddlebag. So I think that'll be just fine. Wrap her up in a little swaddle and put her in the saddlebag. I think she'll be very happy with that. Nancy, I'm getting caught up. Weed eating, does that count? Yeah, yeah. Weed eating is good exercise. I think that's what you're talking about there. Weed eating, Nancy, is good exercise. Jeff Rice says 4 times a week I ride my mountain bike 3 miles in 16th gear. Whoo, 16th gear, man, that's pretty good. 1,200 worth a better diet. Is 1,200 worth a better diet? Well, no. See, here's the thing with the prize money. I'm not doing this for the prize money, guys. I'm doing this to stay healthy. I really really love my grandkids. Um, you know, and our kids. Our kids, it's funny because they're like, "Well, you don't love us anymore because you love the grandkids." We said, "Well, sometimes you have to give your love where it's really needed." So we love them all. Yeah, thumbs up. Some of them are watching right now, so I got to be careful. But the so I'm trying to get healthy because I like to be around till I'm about, I don't know, 95, maybe 110, something like that. So I want to be a little healthier. And but when they did this body fat mass index, I don't know if you folks out there know, but you got fat around your organs. So your organs, say your heart's in there, obviously your heart, and you get fat around it, it can't pump as much because it's got fat on it. Now it can't move. You got fat around your liver, around your kidneys, around your stomach, well, the outside of your stomach, not just the inside. And Miss HDR said, I never knew you had fat around your organs because you have so much hanging off your belly. I said, wait a minute, what do you mean by that? No, she never said that. I'm just kidding. Jamon, good morning to you. Good morning. That's great. Keep up the work. Thanks, Ty, for the vote of confidence there. And, what else are we going to do in North here in the wintertime when your bikes are sitting, up on the jacks and, you know, um, you got the battery tender on there, you got the gas treated, you can't really ride. So I say, instead of worrying about riding a motorcycle, work on your body, get physically back in shape during the winter. And then you're ready for that riding season again to pack those miles on that bike. And myself and Miss HR both do. We do it. It seems like every winter we go back into this mode of getting fit again, getting trim. And then when we go on that bike, we can ride that, 200-mile stretch at one time and ride like 400 or 500 miles a day because our bodies are more muscular at that point, I guess. I mean, I'm not going to be the Incredible Hulk. Don't get me wrong. Good morning, Dean C. Nice to have you on board there this morning. Good to have everybody on board there this morning. Nice crowd coming in this morning. And yeah, let me know what you do. Do you do a workout? Is that something you work on your body? You know, it's so easy. And I told people it's so easy for us to accidentally get overweight. I don't think anybody intends to. Like I watch that program, My 600-Pound Life. I don't think any of them people intended to be over 600 pounds, laying in their bed, never getting out of bed. They can't fit through their front door. They can't go outside. I don't think that's intentional. I believe in America, we just have too much. We have way too much opportunities for food, man. You know, I used to come home and on the way home, this is no lie, I would stop at the store, pick up stuff for dinner, and I would pick up like 4 fried chicken wings. That was my snack when I came home. Now my snack when I come home is usually like a banana or an apple. You know, at work we used to snack on chips during break because we get 2 breaks with our students a morning break and an afternoon break with the students. And myself and my co-teacher would sit there and we would eat potato chips or, we both loved Cheetos. And we would sit there and eat a bag of Cheetos a piece, maybe drink a bottle of soda or Coca-Cola or pop, whatever you call it. And I used to work with a teacher and she used to tell me, don't ever drink your calories unless you're getting drunk. And I looked at her and thought, well, that's a very interesting statement. And what she meant by that was like, don't ever drink empty calories unless it's alcohol, like a glass of wine, or at night you're having a can of beer or something. And you add that to your calorie count. You always put it in your calorie count. We use a program called MyFitnessPal on your phone. It tracks everything, tracks your weight. It tracks, you put all your food in there so you know how many calories are in there. So, hell on two wheels. Good morning to you. What's up, everybody? Tennessee Wingman down here in the South. I am putting on new tires and I am ready for the cool riding season. Tennessee Wingman, come up here. We'll give you some cool riding season. Let me tell you, my friend, there's some very cool riding here in the North right now. Um, I'm actually preparing. I'm thinking about it anyway. I got a lot of work to do, but I am thinking about going out today, this morning, sometime here, maybe after breakfast. It's not supposed to rain until, they're saying later this evening. So, of course, that probably means it's going to rain around 1 o'clock because our weather people are never right here in the Pittsburgh region. They try, they do their best, because I just say weather is not an exact science, it's a guess. The best way to judge your weather is look out your front window and you'll know what's going on out there. So, look at that. My screensaver came on, lost my beautiful motorcycle there in the back. See that bike, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that motorcycle's kinda sexy, huh? Yeah, you see it on a lot of videos. I call it the old Road Glide Ultra now because now she's like a classic. She's a classic bike there. I ride with these guys, they all got these new bikes and these new boom boxes, and they're like, "When you buying a new motorcycle?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I'm not. I'm retiring in 4 years is my goal. I'm not going back into debt for another motorcycle, man. I love my bike. It's an oldie but a goodie, right? It's an oldie but a goodie. So yeah, it's nice to have the bike here. It fits me well. It runs good. I got it built the way I want it. So there's really no sense getting rid of it. I work. I don't need to work out. Jamon, you must have one of them jobs where you have to physically work hard. And I said there's a lot of those jobs out there. Crab boat fishermen, coal miners, mechanics work pretty hard, roofers, contractors. Um, and our job is not easy. And Mrs. HDR got in a discussion, I guess, one time on Instagram. Well, some guy that made the statement that teachers don't have real jobs. Teachers are just idiots that babysit our kids. And how else was it? Uh, they don't have to do anything for work. Since I started teaching, it's the hardest job I've ever had in my entire life, and, what I mean by that is I'm always preparing. I'm always doing preparation work. Uh, Plus the college classes I'm in, because you have to go to college once you start teaching, and I know it's backwards, but, so we're going for our teaching degrees. Everybody in the building pretty much is in college one way or another, so we got college classes on top of our lesson plans, on top of the kids coming in, on top of teaching them lessons. I walk around the room, I probably get more steps now than what I did when I worked in an office. So, that's kind of what I'm talking about. So it is tough. Nancy says, it is true. Oh, if you gain muscle weight and stop lifting, does it go to fat? From what I understand, yeah, a portion of that will turn back into fat. So, but here's the other thing with them doing the body mass index and the fat indexing is it's overall fat cells. So if we gain weight, it doesn't hurt you. Does that make sense? Because muscle is not fat, and muscle apparently weighs more than fat. So as we're working out, and I don't lift weights and stuff, folks. That's not me. I do cardio, get on the treadmill, get on my mountain bike and go out and ride when I can, and ride some of the trails around here. And they're all paved. They're not dirt trails, you know. I'm not the best 1A. I don't ride my bicycle like he has a mountain bike. He rides in the dirt. I don't do that. So, but hopefully that makes sense. It does. Dusty Nguyen says, funny how a 3-year-old bike is an oldie. Dusty, it is now. It's an oldie but goodie because I look at these new bikes, man. They got these nice new 114 engines. They got this brake assist. They got these really nice boom boxes, you know, and all that cool stuff. And mine just has the old radio in it. And, you know, yeah, it's 3 years old, but to me, it's an oldie, right? 2018. Yeah, I mean, but she's good. She's good. I got 23,000 miles on her. So, um, and if I watch it, I can keep that bike around. My grandkids can ride that motorcycle because it's not going to be beat up. I'm not one of those mile junkies out there that, oh, I rode 40,000 miles this year. Oh my God, it's wonderful. I went through 4 sets of tires and 4 oil changes. That's not me. 1 set of tires a year, one oil change a year is awesome. If you can stick to that, that's awesome. Well, maybe 2 oil changes, actually. Rogue says, starting to rain up this way now. You should go out with us tomorrow. Tomorrow we are not. Tomorrow's Sunday. We have a busy day. We do a Halloween party all day on Halloween day. So we have people in and out of the house, back and forth there. And like I said, Rogue Andy, it's like, and real glad Andy made a video of me. I'm glad he made a video and he talked directly to me. So it was wonderful. I love when people talk to me incognito. Some people out there's got all that heated gear and they never ride their motorcycle. Well, some people got work that they just can't get around. And now, and you did say one thing, Andy, when I come home, by the time I get home from work, it's already getting dark out. It's no fun to ride at night. The deer's out. My daughter hit a deer last night in her car. She was devastated. She called me. She was crying and she was upset. It blew the front of her car out. These deer, man, we need to get some napalm or something to go out in these fields and just blast these deer. Just kill them all, right? Have a big old barbecue with deer. So, but yeah, anyway. Empty calories, pop sugar drinks, 500 calories. You can cut. Yeah, you're right. Be the rider. PA. And then I started drinking water, guys. Because somebody said once, is your pee clear? And I said, nah, I mean, it's kind of yellow, man. It looks normal to me. Oh, no, 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 no. It should be clear. You're not drinking enough water. And even my doctor said I'm not drinking enough water. So I've been drinking 2 big containers of water a day. I guess they're like 18 ounces of water. And I know that's not enough. Miss HR said she would be drinking 100 ounces of water a day. I'd have to pretty much stay at a trough like a horse and just keep licking it up, licking the water up out of the trough. But man, I tell you what, I've been going to the bathroom like 150 times a day. So, but you're right. So I laid off the soda pop, the calories of drinking Coke, and I was really good for a long time. I was making iced tea and just putting sweet and low in it. So that was working out really, really good. Uh, no, Roguelite Andy was on 19. She hit a deer on 9. I don't know what part of 19 she was on. She sent me a picture, and the front of the car is, the grill and stuff is blowed out. And when you're young, it is devastating. Her car is newer. She, pays a lot. She loves the car. She picked it out herself. She pays for it herself. She cleans it all the time. And that is devastating, when first time you ever smash up your car, but I told her it's what you got insurance for. So go with that. That's what insurance is for. But yeah, Bodine needs to come down here back to Pennsylvania and hunt some of these deer. There's just so many deer. Good morning, Will. Good to have you on board there. Mr. Will Henderson's in the house. Good morning. Dusty, I don't think I missed anybody. I think I got everybody going on there. I look at the numbers every now and then, and it seems like there's more people in here. And I'm kind of watching the chat room. If you're in here, throw your name in the chat room and say good morning to everybody. We have a good group in here, as always, every Saturday morning. We were talking about the joys of working out, the joys of riding motorcycles at dark, and the joys of deer. It's their mating season. I don't know why in the heck they don't mate all year long. They pick one time a year to, go do the wild and the nasty. And I guess that's the way it works. But the rest of the year, I guess the guys are just content. They don't need the nasty. And the women are, because they're just running around doing what they do. Or some of them I see, the doe are out with the fawns, or the doe are taking care of the offspring, that the buck just runs away like, oh, I'm going to go find a doe with no offspring. I'm going to go find a new doe, and that happens. But oh well. If your lips are chapped, that's a good thing to think about. Be the rider, PA, for sure. Um, Deer meat is good for you. Ty from, or no, who said deer? Oh, Nancy said, Mrs. A sure won't eat deer meat. She lived a life of with a hunter at one time, and they had to eat deer meat all the time, and she just turned off by it. I like deer meat mixed in, so I really like deer meat. The kids go hunting now, and they bring me over ground deer, and I make jerky out of it. Man, I love that stuff. It's very lean. It's very good. So you're right. I think deer meat is leaner, so that's why it's better for you, because they run all the time. Look at a cow. Cow don't run much in the field, right? They just kind of walk around and graze. So Smyrna Cowboys in the house. Good morning, Smyrna. Nice to have you on board there. And Ricky KM, I see you're here this morning. Good morning from Michigan. And good morning to you. Thanks for stopping in this morning. Um, there you go, Smyrna. I'll say it again. See us at Bronco Ride. Good morning, man. Nice shirt. You like that shirt? Everybody likes the old shirt there this morning. Look at the bottom. Let's share the bottom one more time here with you. Whoops. Hold on. See, grandpa, just like a normal grandpa, except much cooler. Like Fonzie. Hey, right? So, yeah. Yeah. I like his shirt. Miss A sure found this for me here a while back, and my grandpa shirt. Be the Rider PA says, after the holidays, start planning next riding adventure, next year's adventures. Yeah, really, it's not. We don't have many adventures planned for next year. I mean, we don't have much. Um, we talked about going to Ireland for probably 7 days, but other than that, and we probably won't be riding over there. We looked at renting bikes in Ireland. It wasn't too financially responsible to do that. So we probably would just rent a car for the week and just ride all over the place in the car and visit different towns. I think would be a really nice thing. Just kind of map it out, just kind of go from there. But I saw the video from Ty from Tennessee, looking good. Ty, I might have missed your next video there, buddy. Possible, quite possible. If you haven't caught Bronco Rod's new video, check that out. I mean, if it doesn't hit home right now, because some of those type of videos, he did a video on repairing a custom Dynamics light, and a lot of people look at that like that's a how-to video. I don't want to, but watch it anyway, because you're gonna put it in your brain. And next time you're like, oh, I know how he did that. I can fix my. It's not just custom Dynamics. He's talking about connectors. Connectors, folks, are on every light on your motorcycle. I don't care if you buy it from Harley, if you buy it from what's the other company? Zero 3D. Everybody has connectors that you have to repair every now and then. So check that out. I think you'd be very interested to see that video. Planning a 2022 trip out west right now. Paul is. Zeghead, good morning to you, Zedhead. Nice to have you on board this morning, along with HD Vibe. Good morning. Judge Norman, how you doing? Good morning to you. James Turner, how many times in your life are you going to have the chance to ride a motorcycle in Ireland? Sometimes you have to throw financial responsibility out the window for the experience. James, I'm going to highlight this because I think this is awesome here. Let's see here. James, you are absolutely right. I mean, I have to give it to you. You're absolutely right on that. So maybe I'll talk Miss HR into a couple of days. We can, or even a day, find a really nice place to rent a bike and just take a nice ride for the day. So, but you are right. How many more times? We probably will never be back. We went to Hawaii 7 years ago. I think it was roughly 7 years ago. Absolutely loved it, and probably will never be back. So I want to go back. I think we should. We went together for our 10th year wedding anniversary. And I'd like to go back every 10 years as my goal. Would be really, really nice. And I said that when we were there. And maybe, because that's if that was 7, that's 3 more years from now, so quite possible. I mean, I told you I wanted to live in Hawaii until I talked to Mike Killy 7, who said they're not nice to mainlanders. They don't like us. So I think what it boils down to is you got to figure Hawaii is as big as the island is. I mean, all right. Anyway, that was really really super weird. Um, the stream just shut off there for no apparent reason whatsoever. I don't know what happened there, but anyway, let's try to get back onto it here. Ireland has some of the best bike riding roads in the world. HDR, look at the Irish road racing to see for yourself. I will check that out. I will definitely check that out. Sorry for a little down there. The system went down for some reason. We got cut out there. Let's see. Where did I go? Yeah, I mean the computer just boop, it was gone. So I don't know what happened there. Uh, Aliens abducted HDR. You're right, Tennessee Wingman. That could have happened for sure. I am back, back online here. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It's running Windows. I'm running Windows this morning. This is Windows 11, which is very buggy to begin with. So it just kind of cut out on me. And anyone knows HDR removed the Indian screen? Maybe Mrs. HDR may have gotten one already. Well, Mrs. HDR did not get her Indian yet. We are still examining the idea, still looking around, still finding places to possibly buy one. Uh, we have a lot of plans coming up in the future, so I'll just let it go at that. But I just changed the picture because I just wanted a different picture back there. So um, you were stationed in Hawaii for 7 years on the Big Island, a place to ride over there. We're the place in Hawaii, and I don't know who was over in Hawaii. Let me just look here real quick. Tennessee Wingman. When we were in Hawaii, we went on this road. It was called the Road to Hana, and we went on like a van tour, which was awesome. I would love to take a motorcycle on that road. It's just there's cliffs, so you got to be careful up there. But it is a beautiful, beautiful place. There's a lot of places to stop. A lot of people selling food along the road and drinks, and like drinks. I'm talking like water or stuff like that, or punches or juice, and really super cool place. So something to think about there. Uh, Zug had dial-up internet. Yeah, you're right, man. My dial-up internet went out. Um, no, I actually have really good internet here. I have 100 megs up and down of internet speed. If you don't know how much internet speed you have, I suggest you do a Google search for internet speed test, because a lot of people don't realize, like when you're streaming like this, the idea of streaming is I have to have a lot of upload speed because I'm sending information to you. I'm sending information out. Okay, so it's going upstream. But if you look at your internet, you may have 100 down and like 5 up. That's no good. So that's why I bought 100 down and 100 up. That way I know I have enough bandwidth here to stream out to everybody and put it out there to you. So lots of traffic on the road on Maui. The Big Island has roads that are without the traffic. Okay, well, that's cool. Something to look forward to. I don't remember what island we were on. It was a pretty big island, but I don't know which one it was. Um, but we flew over to the other one we flew over. It must have been Maui. Yeah, was it Maui? With the road to Hana. But we flew over there. It was cool because it was $50 round trip each. $50 to get on a plane. The plane took off, right? It's going up in the air. They're giving us drinks. All of a sudden, we plateau, and then we're coming back down. She's picking the drinks up, the cups and stuff. I'm telling you, like 20 minutes, from the time we got on the runway to the time we landed. And but it was awesome. It was like taking a bus ride across town. That's how you jump islands in Hawaii, jump on a plane. Okay, it's 10th Street. Yeah, the road to Hana is in Maui. I thought that's where we were, right? So I don't know the other island we were on. I can't remember. I don't know. Call HDR and have him tell you what you got. Yeah, Rogue Glide Andy. Yeah, at least I can tell you how to check to see what internet you have. When Rogue Glide Andy started with his YouTube channel, um, I was remoted into him, and we were trying to upload a video, and it said it was going to take like 22 hours for like a 6-minute video. So I told him, let's start examining your internet and see what you actually have. And sure enough, he didn't have a whole lot of speed going on, you know. And people, you have enough speed. You have enough speed to on your internet to what am I thinking about? You have enough speed to watch movies or videos or stuff, but you have to have the upload speed when you're doing YouTube again because when we upload, you're sending it upstream, right? So you have to upload it to YouTube. So you need that upload speed, not just download speed. And people do it. They're like, "Well, I bought 200 meg." Yeah, 200 megabits a second down. And then you do a test, you're like, you got 3 going up. So then you have to call your internet provider and say, "Look, I need more upload speed." And they're going to give you the runaround. But anyway, Viper 6, good morning. You're awake, Viper 6. Yay! Viper 6 is in Canada, sometimes sleeps in. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. You just upgrade your internet. Now you get 750 down and 100 up. The issue will be the Mazda, Arizona, where the best you can get is 25 down. Yeah, sometimes when you go out, and especially if you're traveling, the big thing when you're traveling is um, uh, hotel internet is absolutely horrible, and it doesn't have to be. I've worked in this industry for over 25 years now. So internet in hotels is extremely fast, but here's what they do. They govern it down, right? So think of it as they put a governor on your internet and they only allow you so much. I say, hey, if you want high speed, it's an extra 20 bucks a night. You're like, are you out your mind? 20 more dollars a night? In India, it's ridiculous. They just want your money. Um, there's ways around it. I mean, I could definitely show you a couple ways you can get around that. One way is I like to just tether to my phone because the 4G on your phone is much faster than what you're using in the internet. And just upload through your phone's internet from your computer and send your videos up. It works a lot better. And that's kind of what if you ever watch Itchy Boots. I don't know if you watch Itchy Boots. She's just finishing up her season 5 tour in Africa. But that's what she does. She gets a new SIM card for wherever she's at, and she hooks her computer to her phone, and she uploads through the phone. So it always kills me, though. I mean, she's in these remote parts, these distal parts of Africa in the middle of Zimbabwe somewhere, and she gets phone signal. I can't. I lose phone signal at the bottom of my hill, and I live like in a town. It's ridiculous how that works. But yeah, good morning to you. So get with my friend Chris Simmons on riding in Hawaii. Yeah, Nancy, like I said, I don't know if I'll be back in Hawaii. I mean, I'd like to. Who knows? Who knows where we'll be tomorrow, right? Um, yeah, there you go, Bronco Ride. That would be a good video, huh? Hotel Hacks by HDR. Yeah, that'd be a good video. I've let's just say I've scanned a lot of networks when I was in hotels. So if you're not using, if you guys ever travel, or even if you go out to eat, 2 things to remember. 1, never get on their shared Wi-Fi. Okay, first thing. So, like, if you're going into a department store and they got free Wi-Fi, don't get on it. Okay. The only reason they have that is they're going to push ads to you. So that makes sense, but don't get on it because if I'm on it or some other person's on it and they want to scan the network, guess what we have? Now we possibly can scan your phone or whatever device you're using there. So don't do that. Second thing is always use a VPN. Okay, always use a VPN. There's a good free one. Let me show you. I'll show you it. This is not the tech hour here, but I'm going to show you anyway. Let me show you this one. I don't think you can't see it there. Well, let's see. If you can see this right in the middle of the screen, you ain't going to be able to see it. I don't think. Anyway, it's called Proton. It's free. It's free. You sign for an account, but it is free. Let's put this in here so you have it. Proton VPN. There you go. Yeah, NordVPN is what you use. Orvis. Nord is another good one. Proton's what I've been using now all the time. Um, um, Nancy says, I used to call myself wind pain in Tennessee. Internet was so bad, I had to put my phone there. Yeah, I know. I get that for sure. Uh, but yeah, make sure. So those two things: one, never get on public Wi-Fi. Two, always use a VPN when you're outside your house. So even on your phone, if you're connected to Verizon, AT&T, whatever, I don't know, it's still public internet for lack of better terminology. Make sure you put a VPN on your phone and run that VPN. Mine runs every time I'm out of the house. It just connects to, if I connect somewhere, boom, the VPN will connect, and I know I'm safe. Okay, safe by prying eyes because it's encrypting everything between you and that VPN provider, and then it's sending it out. So nobody can look at that traffic. Think of yourself as if you've ever driven your motorcycles down the road and you're driving through a tunnel. Okay, think of yourself on a VPN, you're encapsulated in that tunnel. So your signal is hidden from the outside eyes, from the outside world trying to scan. So if I try to scan your network, you're using a VPN, I'll never see you. Okay. It was like you're not even on that same network. So um Roguelite Andy's leaving. Got to go. Have a good day, Roguelite Andy. Have a good day at work there. Be careful. Keep doing what you're doing to keep those trucks rolling, man. We need supplies. The supply chains are horrible. Now they're telling us it's because there's no truck drivers, and there's a lot of companies around here that they have tractor trailer trucks parked because there's nobody to move them. Apparently, everybody that drove trucks retired out, and now there's nobody left to drive. So, um, Bodine 52, good morning. Welcome to the show there this morning. We were talking about working out. We were also talking about VPNs, making sure your network, making sure your phone is secure when you're not in the house. We're talking about hacking hotels. Um, hacking hacking hotels by HDR. So anyway, what else can we talk about? So we talked about there's not a whole lot of riding here going on in the north. HDAV traveler, you have a VPN on your phone. Good deal. That's very, very smart. Very responsible. Everything I own is Apple. Maybe it was just a VPN provider I was using. Yeah, it's possible Viper 6, but check out Proton VPN. It's free. They do have some paid options you can have, but the free one works fine. I even put on my laptop. So if you take your laptop and you do anything like if you're working in any industry, I would hope your IT team tells you, look, if you're working in the McDonald's on some documents for the business, or wherever, coffee shop or whatever, turn the VPN on. You know, I used to have people VPN back into our office. That way they were on my network and I knew they were safe. So just stuff to think about. Let's see here. Anyway, let's talk about last night. So there's another topic we can discuss here this morning. So last night, Mrs. HDR, we were watching a show, or we just finished the show, and she fell asleep on the couch, which is normal for us on the weekends, Friday, maybe even Saturday nights. A lot of times I'll fall asleep in a recliner, right? Well, I took a pretty good snoozer after getting off the treadmill. I was beat, and I took like a 45-minute nap. Orvis, you got to run. Have a great day today. Take care of yourself, and keep taking care of all those patients out there, man. We definitely respect you and thank you for your services. Um, Orvis is a medical professional and taking care of people every day. So anyway, last night I caught a second wind for some reason, and I watched a movie. If you have Hulu, yeah, it was on Hulu. There's a button up there called Halloween. Check that out. Go to Halloween at the top of the screen on Hulu, and I watched one called Within, and crazy. If you like scary movies, it was a pretty good one. Made you keep thinking the whole time about like what is going on, one of those. And then I watched another one, an older movie called Boxcar Bertha, and it's based on a true story. A young girl is probably a teenager, maybe even a little younger than that. Her dad gets killed in a plane crash. He was a pilot, and she was on her own. So she had to find a way to live, right? A way to take care. I don't know where her mom was. I guess she was gone. So she starts jumping trains and riding boxcars, and she meets a group of guys. And it was just a really odd. It wasn't a scary movie. It was just a really, really good old. It was set back in 1939, so it was kind of awesome that you got to see the old time stuff and the people dressed like railroad bums, I guess, for the lack of better terminology, railroad drifters, maybe. But very good stuff. So check out those couple movies I watched. So anyway, I stayed up until 1 o'clock last night. So I was laying in bed this morning. The alarm went off, and Miss HR said, "Why'd you set an alarm?" I said, "Well, I got a show to do, right?" So my alarm went off at 7:30. I got up, got my coffee made, and now I'm here with you with coffee with HDR. See, that's kind of the way it rolls. So Bodine gets a little scared of scary movies. Well, this one's scary and psychotic all at the same time. So if you get scared, don't watch it. But it was good. It was all right. And Hulu is funny too now because Hulu does that thing where you can. It's pretty funny because you can actually uh, thumbs up your movies, right? Hey, I like that, or thumbs down, right? Like YouTube now. So I gave it an old thumbs up. Uh, got to go, enjoyed it in an ambulance today. Got the Bobo run later. Got to go, enjoyed it. Oh, you're on the ambulance today, Judge. Hey, well, thank you for your service also. I did that for 10 years. It's a remarkable job and very respectful to you for doing it. So thanks, Judge. Have a great day and take care of yourself out there. So Dusty in the Wind says, Colin, good morning, sir. So Dusty in the Wind talking to Colin there. We do have Colin in this morning, Bronco ride. Bye, Orvis. We will see you. Um, anyway, so yeah, so that's been going on. Like I said, I did plan on riding today. We'll have to see how that goes. Remember, I told you last week about getting that product in, and I have to review a product. They email me. Here's the downside, guys, about doing product reviews is then they email, well, where's the video? What's the video? Where's video? Now they were nice. I explained to them, look, one, I've been very busy. Two, I don't want to make a bad video for you. I don't just want to, I want to actually demo the product. I think that's what they want. They emailed me back and said, it's okay. It's okay. Take your time. Take your time. Because they are trying to market this item, and I get it. They're trying to push it out there. And they want to push it out there. All of you, all of the viewers that watch, the good old Harley Day Rider YouTube videos. So, Zedhead Motovlogs. Good morning. Glad to have you on board this morning with us. Check out Ghost Rider on YouTube. She's pretty good. Yeah, check it out. Another YouTube video, Ghost Riders. And I told everybody always watch Miami boat ramps. And it's funny because there's so many people now watching the Miami boat ramps, and and their YouTube channel is so large. Think of this. Think of your YouTube channel, right? I think of mine. Now let's think. I'm going to pay somebody $20 an hour to follow me around to be my camera guy. That's what Miami boat ramps does, right? They're paying people $20 an hour just to sit with the camera. You don't have to talk or anything, and you get all the footage for them. You turn it into the editors. The editors take it and make, a 12-minute video out of it. And then they kind of do, I guess, basic voice overlays, but they are so clean you couldn't tell that it was a voice overlay. So it's pretty cool though. They're really, really cool. So I do watch those. I watch some fishing videos. I've been getting into some of those. Bodine, good. See, come back to PA, Bodine. Move back to Pennsylvania. We got a couple houses right down the street you can buy. There's a few down the street. Be perfect for you and Mrs. Bodine. Okay, you have to put up a garage because I think the one doesn't have a garage, but you have plenty of land down there to put a nice garage up, and and as we go out, you could be my camera guy. That'd be awesome. Um, maybe also do my editing because you do amazing editing, and maybe you could do that for me. He's reviewing a VPN for the HD GPS. Who is that? Who's reviewing a VPN? Tori Midwest, good morning. Good morning. Uh, Glad to see you're back out on your motorcycle, at least for the end of the riding season, but you got some in, and that's positive. That's definitely a good thing, right? To be out there on your bike. Uh, it's nice to get out there and ride. Yeah, Nancy, voice overlays are hard, but this company, that Miami Boat Ramps, if you watch it, they really have it going on because he actually they bring up the audio from the camera. So what they do is they get a little bit of the background audio as he's talking. So you would think that he's there. You wouldn't even know that he's not there. It just really works. So anyhow, like I said, I wanted to go out today. Viper 6 says no bike today. It snowed last night. Oh, Viper. Keep the snow in Canada, right? We don't want any Canadian snow coming down into the States. Okay, keep it up there. They keep telling us in Pennsylvania we're gonna have a very mild winter. So I'm looking at buying 2 snow blowers, 20 gallons of gas because you know it's gonna be absolutely horrible. They don't know mild winter, my butt. Um, they do that. They, you know why they tell you to have a mild winter? Because they raise the prices of snowblowers, right? Because what happens is you won't buy it now at a lower price. You'll wait until it really gets bad, and you'll be like, oh no, then they're in high demand, and then they jack the price up, right? It's like gasoline. When we're using the most, they raise the price. When we're using the least, they lower the price. It makes no sense to me. I would think I'd want to raise the price from using the least so I can still get the same amount of money for my company. And when demand goes high, drop the gas down to $1.99 a gallon, right? And I mean, it's costing like as much to fill my motorcycle now as what it used to cost to fill my Dodge Ram pickup truck 10 years ago. It's ridiculous, you know? It's really, really crazy. Get one that Mrs. HDR can handle. Get her what? A camera? That would be nice too. Ricky KM, good morning to you. Can't ride here today, so we are getting ready to do a chili cook-off at our local Indian dealership. Yeah, I have not been to a chili cook-off this year. Um, most of our places would have them in October. I seen one at Three Rivers, Harley, but and I went there last year with Henry. But any other dealership I told you guys closed down. Neon Guards is gone. It's not even there anymore. So get an Aaron snowblower. My last one died after 40 years of lots of use. I don't even know if I've seen those around here. We see Toros, um, and there's another brand that Mrs. HDR found. Honda snowblowers. I have not seen Aaron's. I'm gonna have to look around for that, and I appreciate that though. Oh, get a snowblower from Mrs. HDR. Yeah, no, I think that would probably be me out there. Of course, she would run it. I'm sure she'll run it for sure. Um, it's about done for the season now, but managed to get over 1,000 miles. So the last, I got a little saddle time. I don't feel like completely lost the season. I think my mouse is dying here. So that's pretty good to get over 1,000 miles already, and you've only been riding like a month. That's not a bad deal. So you got a lot of riding time in there. Nancy Williams, where can I find your address to send you Weems Motor Company some goodies? Uh, so hopefully, Nancy, did you see this here from Mr. McStash? If you've seen that, you might want to send him a message on Instagram. Henry said, buying a snowblower? Yes, Henry. And Henry's going to go with me because Henry has something I don't have. He's graciously enough said he'll go out with me in his pickup truck and buy the snowblower and bring it home. So we're going to have to go out there and pick one up here pretty soon. Oh, get the snow line straight, Bob. Yeah, we don't cut anything straight. You know me. Oh, and Bodine, I was going to tell you that Mrs. Who was it? Was it? Oh no, Bodine. My sister called. She watched our last fireside chat with the boys, and she said the frame behind you. I don't know what it was in it is crooked. So my sister said that. She actually called and said she was laughing. She said our Sunday night show is the funniest thing she's seen on YouTube. She said it was wonderful. And she said, but you tell that Bodine that his frame is crooked behind his head. So I'm just telling you, that was my sister said that. That was pretty cool. She actually called. She calls and says, well, she watches this show. She watches the Coffee with HDR, and then she watches the Fireside Chat with the boys because she works in a control center sometimes, and she'll put her phone up and she'll watch us live. So that's pretty awesome. No, no, yeah, Bronco, right, you're right. I think he does it on purpose just to make you a little crazy, right? But I don't know. So anyway, that is going on, and like I said, I wanted to get out today to do the demo for that company. I also wanted to do another video about heated gear. I did one the other day, but I don't know if it was good enough for to put out on YouTube. You guys know how that is. We're coming into upgrade season, touring Midwest. I hope you touring Midwest. Here would be a great video touring Midwest that you could only do. Take your engine apart, pull your cams out, and put new cams and lifters in your bike in your own garage. That would be an awesome video series, and you could pull it off. Me, I don't even know where the lifter is. I'd probably drop it on the floor and bust it into several pieces, and the cam would be shot. It would never start again. But you can work on motorcycles. That would be cool. Buddy says, "Is there any upgrades?" I did have one upgrade planned for the bike, but I also got to think about what is the future for the current bike. There's a lot of plans going on in the household here, a lot of thoughts going through our heads. But I do have a couple ideas for modifications, not upgrades, modifications for the bike to make it more comfortable, make it more interesting. Um, I had dreams, actually, guys. I had dreams of taking the Road Glide. I wanted to take the whole entire fairing off, get rid of the fairing, right? Kind of turn it into, I had a vision of turning the front of it into more like a Road King and relocating the gauges on the handlebars and getting rid of the whole entire fairing. I like that idea. And I was thinking, can I pull that off? That would be awesome. Um, but anyway, yeah, Bodine, I seen you were just in Tampa. That must have been awesome and a really nice time to be in Tampa. So, but yeah, so I looked at that. Um, I thought maybe on the bike itself, pulling the hard saddlebags off and putting soft saddlebags on the back, like leather saddlebags. And you may ask, why would you do all that to a Road Glide Ultra? Well, after Bob's video the other day, and I started thinking is, I'm trying to make the bike lighter because if I'm going to keep this motorcycle, I need a lighter bike because my knees and my hips are not getting any younger. Okay. So how can I take this motorcycle and drop maybe 150 or 200 pounds off of it, uh, you know, and tear it down more so to make it lighter. So I thought soft saddlebags, no Tourer pack, and no fairing would definitely be the right direction, right? So um, I can't take off the yeah. Tori Moa says I love the fairing. I do too, but like I said, I'm just trying to figure out a way to make the bike lighter. Um, I would like to take off the lower hard things on the bottom, but that's where the radiator is and the cooling for that particular bike. So I don't think you can really take that off the bike. It's kind of part of the motor. So um, your Road Glide's freaking out in the garage. I just wanted to do something different, Bob, because let's face it, we all ride the same motorcycle. It's like there goes Road Glide, you got a road. It's like what's that name? What's that lady's name? Oprah. You get a Road Glide, you get a Road Glide. They all look alike. So if I could take my Road Glide and modify it and make it different, then when I go to these shows and stuff or go to bike nights, people are like, wow, what kind of bike is that? But that's a Road Glide Ultra. Wow, that doesn't even look like a Road Glide Ultra. That's what I'm going for. So um, improve the look of the Road Glide and put a Street Glide fairing on it. Yeah. Harley 103. No, no. I wanted to I think I'm moving in the realm of like leaving the world of the fairing, getting rid of the fairing. And again, it's just because of weight distribution. So this belly talk of the Road Glide is troubling. Bob, haven't you ever just wanted something that's different from everybody else, you know? Um, like I wanted to take it out and get it painted like maybe, I don't know, candy apple red with yellow polka dots all over it just to be different. No, I wouldn't do that. That'd be silly. Just turn it into a trike, James. I don't mind trikes. I don't want one. I'm not a trike guy. Myself and Bob talked about this the other day, and it's like trikes are really hard for me because this is really hard all day turning them trikes, them front wheels, turning and turning and turning. It hurts your arms. It just hurts your shoulders so much turning them things. I kind of like the spiders because you sit and they got power steering, so you just turn a little bit and the wheels just kind of cruise in front of you, and it's really nice and easy to handle, and because let's face it, when we get older, we don't want something hard to handle, right? Right? That's why we don't get a new young wife, right? Because they're hard to handle. Anyway, just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. Um, uh, but anyway, mine gets some changes pretty soon. Hopefully, many changes, but we'll see. Yeah, I just got some ideas for mine. And guys, you can't remove the fairing of a Road Glide Ultra. It's just not going to happen. Um, but but I got a lot of other plans for that bike. Um, HR is going to turn his Road Glide into a Royal Enfield. No, no. And I just heard Bronco Ride called me the other day. We were talking. He said that Royal Enfield has the highest percentage of disappointment rate. They are one of the worst motorcycles in the entire industry right now for breakdowns. Uh, it's a $6,000 bike, dude. I mean, they use plastic camshafts in that thing. They got to do something to make it 6 grand. So of course it's not going to have the highest rating of a Harley or Indian, right? Um, but I don't know. I mean, it's a cheap bike. So anyway, that's just the way we'll leave it. It's a cheap bike. I will switch to a trike when the time comes. Definitely, yeah. Tori Maris, I'm just like I said, I'm not a trike guy. I mean, they're all right, but I told Bob if I get too old to ride motorcycles, guys, I'm going to join a Jeep club. I think they're awesome. Buy like a CJ7 with the rag top and be a member of the Jeep Club, right? Because they do cool things too. Yeah, but my plan is to pay off my bike in the next 6 months. My lovely wife has given me the permission to buy another bike to complement my. Yeah, that always bothers me too. But and that's what we talked about. Pay this one off and buy another new one, right? Then I'll have best of both worlds. So we have a lot of talk in the household going on right now. We'll find out in the spring. You'll find out probably within the first couple rides in the spring when I'm out on the bike what it looks like or what I'll be on. Let's just leave it at that, right? We don't know what's going down yet. Uh, no, Steve, actually, in our future, it's going to be the Indian Chief Vintage. We're going, my Miss HR, as you know, wants the Indian bike, and it's got to have a brown leather seats, brown saddlebags, brown fringe. It has to be red, solid red. So that's where we're going, which is really, it's a Road King. It's kind of a Road King cross between a Road King and a Heritage. Uh, Super smooth ride, amazingly quiet shifting, uh, no vibration. We were on one a couple months ago, and Miss HR said, "This is a freaking amazing motorcycle. It's so comfortable." So that's good. That's good. When your wife is comfortable, we're comfortable, right? All right. So other than that, we're going to let everybody go today. I really appreciate everybody coming in here and hanging with us all this time and enjoying each other's company. Thank you so much for putting stuff in the chat room. And, I love all the ideas. So who knows what's coming next, right? I always tell my kids, enjoy today because we don't know if we're going to be here tomorrow, right? Who knows? So I don't make plans. I try not to make plans for a year down the road because again, might not be here. Who cares, right? All right, but thank you for joining me. I hope you come back here next week. Remember, there is no fireside chat with the boys tomorrow night. It's going to be next Sunday um, because HDR screwed it up, and we're having a Halloween party tomorrow. So, and I can't miss HDR, so it wouldn't be right. And I thought I'd bring all you in, set a laptop up, and set all you guys in there with a laptop, and you could join the party. But she said no, so we're going to postpone until next Sunday. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember, ride your own ride, be safe. Harley Day Ride will be down and out in the beautiful HDR studios here in southwestern Pennsylvania. Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend. Have a safe Halloween. and enjoy all the spookiness. Later.